It seems like everywhere I go, there's either somebody talking about God or politics. And, ain't nobody talking about where the hell Joe Biden went. Everybody's just like moving on. There's a lot of weird things happening. I bring that up. I'm going in super hot and fast. Because I want people to stop for a second. Let me grab your attention. Are you trying to figure out what's happening? Good. Me too. And it seems like everywhere I go, the whole world is trying to figure out like what the hell's going on, And from one person to the next that might be feeling like super clueless or not sure who to believe, the best thing that I have learned is how to trust myself through enjoying my own company. I'm a social butterfly. I love people to the point that I will hang out with someone that aggravates the crap out of me just so I won't be alone. And that's not okay. If I'm gonna hang out with that person, I'm gonna speak my truth, and me and that person can grow together. I can learn how to work through my triggers, vice versa for them, awesome. But if I'm spending my time with people that aren't benefiting me and I'm not benefiting them and we're doing nothing but dragging each other down, something has to change. And for myself, that was learning to be an introvert. As an extrovert, I look at my mom and my brother and I'm like, what are you doing with your life? You need people. And they're like, look, we vicariously live through you. Like, you do all the life we need. Every time you come home from a trip, we're like, yep. That's why we stay home, Jess. I'm like, but guys, it's not always like that. So, and it's not always like that when I'm in a good place. When I ground myself, when I do the things I need to do to take care of myself, my mental and physical health, when I am doing my affirmations, telling myself I am enough, I am beautiful, I am awesome, things are always working out for me. When I am feeling angry, I let myself feel that in a safe space. I know my mom and my brother are probably tired of it, and I use them as an emotional punching bag sometimes because they let me and they want to have a safe space for me to be me, but it's not fun bringing that intense energy to my mom and my brother. When I go to my mom and my brother, I want to laugh and I want to love with them and I want to hear what they have to share. And when I'm sharing stuff with them, I want to share the good sides of my story. And if there's some bad things that happen, I want to bring it up in a comedic way where we can laugh and joke about it. For me, that's how I cope with life. I don't like to take life seriously. There's plenty of serious moments that do not call for laughter. So that's why I try to laugh as much as possible. So journaling, trying to journal it down, dancing by myself like a lunatic, like putting on some love songs and like acting like a psycho, sometimes really does the trick for me. We all have our own outlet. One time I was at a party and there was this karaoke machine and this guy wrote a song. And it was at the end of the party. Kind of had a buzz. I'm on my way out. I'm rolling one, right? Doing my thing. And the guy starts singing a song about wanting to slit a bitch's throat and pull out her esophagus and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm trying not to laugh because I feel like it would be, like, I don't think this guy was trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, holy shit. But for him, that was therapeutic. If he sings that all day, every day, there's a fine line between like therapeutic and like you might need therapy. That's how I feel. Like when I'm in my like, fuck the world, I could just destroy everyone. And then I'm on that for like several days. I don't feel like that's a good energy to be taken to the world and to other people. And then I come across a child at a grocery store and I'm like, watch out, child. Like that child did not did not deserve that. You know, like, they're just trying to go through the store. Their parents drove. They don't even want to be here. They want to be at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, don't take it out on the kid. Take it out on yourself. And don't even take it out on yourself. Love yourself. Heal yourself. There's all kinds of awesome ways and techniques. And I bring up that for me, a funny moment was somebody writing a song that for me was like, what the heck? But for them was something that they really was feeling. And art can be super expressive. It's just learning to separate yourself from art and who you want to be on a continuous basis. And knowing that they are one and the same, but it's your choice. You know, when you're acting or doing artwork, you know, if you're doing a dark painting, it might not make sense to throw in like a bright sunshine, you know? I get that. It's a painting, it's art, that's meant for you. But if you're a human being going through 24 hours in one day, think about it. And 1 hour, that's 60 minutes. And in 1 minute, that's 60 seconds. Like, a song, you know, once you get it done, it's 3 to 4 minutes. And that's a good time capsule. That's a good time length to feel an emotion and move on. Now, if you're like 24 hours, just that energy, you know, that momentum over a long period of time can build up. And if we are not present and aware of how we are feeling and what we are doing moment to moment, then we can let certain energies, emotions build up over time to where it feels like it's out of our control. And there are certain people in certain cases where after a long period of time, it can be out of their control and they do need some kind of assistance, rather it be professional help, medication, whatever that is. But most of us, majority of us, are not at that point yet. So we still have time to turn things around. And it just starts with, being okay with whatever we're feeling and being okay with talking about it and communicating and finding someone we can trust in. And even if it's someone we know we can trust in, you know what I'm saying? And like, they say something hurtful, that's okay. Even professionals don't always say the right thing because no one knows how to love you like you do. Everyone that you talk to, no matter how loving, no matter how open of a person they are still giving you advice from their point of view. And that's the beauty of this life. We all get to create our own magic. We all get to create our own life, our own reality. We all get to create our own unique coping mechanisms. And it might look exactly like someone else's, and that's okay. Give credit where credit is due and appreciate the things that come to you. Yeah. Obey. What does that mean, really? I wear this in defiance. If we're going to be honest, I'm a rebel. Like, I got that when I was 13 because the cheetah print looked cool. And I didn't know what the heck obey meant. Honestly, I was like, oh yeah, obey. That's on everybody's hat. All the gangsters wear that, man. I want to be hip. I want to be one with everybody. I'm a big dog, you know. I might be female, but I'm still a big dog. So it's funny now, like, being 24 and looking at this hat, like, obey what? Huh? What? Obey what? Am I a dog? You're gonna talk to me like a dog? No, I'm a human being. I respect myself and others. I obey God. What is God? God to me is whatever brings you peace and love and whatever reminds you of your ultimate purpose for the highest good of yourself and those around you. And before I keep bouncing and bouncing like a little bunny rabbit or a froggy, I'ma hop off here. Have a good day. Love ya. Mean it. Good luck in the craziness with all the politics stuff coming up, and people wanting to make you think you're going to hell or whatever's going on. You're not alone. We're all going through it in our own way. A lot of people are really having a hard time right now. And there's a lot of people that aren't fazed by it. There's a lot of us that are right in the middle. You're not alone. I love you. We are going to get through this. We got this. Ground yourself. Quiet your mind. Go sit out in nature. Get off your phone. Look around you. Focus on all the things you have to be grateful for. And when something comes up that triggers you, instead of avoiding it or letting it drag you down, try to take a moment to reflect on it and ask yourself why. And ask yourself if now's a good time. If now's not a good time to reflect, if you've got enough stuff going on, write it down in a journal and come back to it later when you're at a better place to analyze that. We have time. We have all the time in the world.